Well, Kathleen Kennedy's at it again. Um, we know D23 or Star Wars Celebration or whatever you want to call it was last weekend in England, in London, and there was some announcements. They're gonna do a new movie with Rey Skywalker, so Daisy Ridley's coming back. Um, they're gonna do some other projects focusing on the past in Star Wars lore. They're going to do some projects focusing on the future after Episode 9 Rise of Skywalker. But this one here, and I have to agree with this article. The Mandalorian movie may be Disney's worst Star Wars mistake yet. Lucasfilm's principal architect of destruction, that would be Miss Kathleen Kennedy, recently dropped news about Disney's next direction for an already crumbled Star Wars franchise. Star Wars just isn't crumbled, it's dead. And it includes a host of projects designed to deep dive into the series' past, present, and future. News has already come out that Mary Sue extraordinaire character Rey will be making a return. Yes, we know. But this predestined failure might be small potatoes compared to a confirmed big screen Mandalorian film. So we're going to take the Mandalorian and turn it into a movie. According to Kennedy, the movie would wrap up the story of Din Djarin and Grogu in theaters, as opposed to a new season of the show. This perhaps is one of the worst ideas the company has greenlit since The Last Jedi, and it could spell big trouble for both Lucasfilm and its parent company. I'm glad somebody's seen the light. Well, I know a few people have seen the light. The announcement came at Star Wars Celebration 2023 in London, England, alongside news of a Star Wars film taking place 25,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, presumably, and a new Jedi Order film which takes place 15 years after the Rise of Skywalker. The Mandalorian movie in question will supposedly end the story of Djarin and Grogu, two characters who have since become sidelined in their own show. Yes, the Mandalorian is no longer about the Mandalorian. But it will also reportedly incorporate elements from sister shows as well. Of course, Dave Filoni will be directing the film, with Jon Favreau supposedly acting as producer, though it remains to be seen if he'll have a hand in the writing process. Whatever the case, it seems that Disney is eager to jumpstart the dead Star Wars cinematic universe, which was mothballed in the wake of colossal disasters such as The Last Jedi, Solo: A Star Wars Story, and of course the pointless Rise of Skywalker. Rob Keyes, the editorial brand and PR director for the Valnet-owned Access Media shill sites Screen Rant, CBR, and Collider, posted a recording of the big announcement from the Star Wars Celebration 2023 event. Unfortunately, most users didn't share his enthusiasm. This one doesn't share any enthusiasm either. And were quick to voice their fatigue and frustration over the company continuing to beat a horse they themselves murdered with a cannonball. Admiral Snackbar tweeted, "Only shills are excited for this. The rest of us with functional cognitive ability know it's going to be hot woke garbage. Star Wars is dead. RIP." Yes, it will be hot woke garbage. Another user posted a spot-on encapsulation of the Disney Star Wars business model by referencing the spoof film Spaceballs, which lampoons Star Wars' lucrative merchandising strength. I love Spaceballs. Spaceballs is a great Mel Brooks movie. It's an awesome movie. And user Sean Peter Budge chimed in with, "Fantastic. I look forward to hearing of their cancellations in 2 to 3 years." I would say those are all accurate takes. Um, that perhaps is the most accurate take of the bunch. It's entirely possible that this one film or several of the announced projects could get canceled before they even enter production. I would say that might just happen because Hollywood's struggling. The money's not there. It certainly wouldn't be the first time. Several big Star Wars projects were canned by Disney before they hit the airwaves, including a film by Game of Thrones showrunners David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, the animated Star Wars Detours, a Boba Fett feature film, and Obi-Wan trilogy, Rangers of the New Republic, Rogue Squadron, and of course a new trilogy helmed by the heinous Rian Johnson. Um, so yeah, I mean, this points it out right here. The Mandalorian has lost a huge chunk of its audience. And this season has done this, and this. And also, Disney's lost billions of dollars. And of course, you know, you've got the layoffs at Disney. You have Bob Chapek getting fired on a Sunday night while at a concert. Bringing Bob Iger back, which I don't even think Bob Iger actually left. I think Bob Iger was still running things behind the scenes. I think Chapek was just there to be the hitman to take the arrows. The best thing that could happen, and I know it won't, would be if George Lucas somehow bought it back at a discount for what he sold it to Disney for. And got back to telling stories. Got back to telling, you know, got away from the woman empowerment and the diversity, equity, and inclusion that has been injected into Star Wars, and it's also been injected into Marvel. So I'm not going to go on with the rest of this because it just goes into what others have been saying. It goes into what I've been saying here recently as I started my channel. If you want to be successful, if you want to make money and make your shareholders money, start telling stories. There's a lot of source material out there that you can make into a streaming series, a movie that would make money, that would continue the saga, that would be built on the three tent poles of Han, Luke, and Leia. Now, granted, I know Harrison Ford is up there in age. I know Carrie Fisher, God rest her soul, is no longer with us. I know Mark Hamill is up there in age. But you saw what they did with the finale of season 2 of The Mandalorian with Luke Skywalker. It could be done with other projects. So that's just my 2 cents, folks. You know, like this article is just encapsulates what many of us who were Star Wars fans growing up are feeling right now when it comes to one of our favorite, most beloved franchises ever. So I would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to hear your opinions. How can Star Wars be fixed outside of getting rid of Kathleen Kennedy? Because she ain't going nowhere. I would love to hear your opinions. I would love to see your comments. Please like this video. It helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to my channel if you like the content that I'm putting out, and I cover a lot of things on my channel. Subscribe, share with your friends, get them to subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified when I upload content on a daily basis. And as always, I appreciate those of you that have tuned in, those of you that have watched. I appreciate each and every one of you in supporting my channel and supporting this endeavor that I've embarked on for the last couple of months. And I hope to build a community and have some discussion about anything and everything, because that's what we need more, is discussion. So again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.